Hi there, this is Mina once again and welcome to our TT videocast. Now, if your work revolves around computer, like you are into programming or app development, or even when you do simple tasks like troubleshooting your internet or routing your Android, then you will have to deal with the command prompt in some way or the other. So here are 5 less known CMD tips and tricks that are actually useful in practical situation. And like always, all the commands and the timestamps are available in video description. And with that being said, let's get started. Number 1. How to open command prompt. Now most of you already know how to open a CMD. Basically, you type CMD on the startup menu and then hit enter. Or you can also press Windows plus R to open the run box and then type CMD and hit enter. Quite basic stuff, right? But sometimes you need to open the command prompt in a different directory. Like say, if you're rooting your Android, then you will have to open the command prompt in ADB directory under the C drive. Now you can always use the CD command and navigate to this directory, but there is a quicker way to do that. Simply hold down the shift key and right click on the Explorer window and then select Open CMD here option, and this will open the command prompt in the present directory. Or what I like to do is simply type in CMD in the Explorer address bar and then hit enter. This will do the same thing. But do you know you can also execute commands directly from the Windows run box? For instance, when you want to check if your internet is working or not, what you do is open up command prompt and ping a website like Google. Now if there is a reply, it means your internet is up, else not. Now for me, I often use this command to frequently check my internet connectivity, or let's say you use any other command frequently. So for that, you can use the run box to directly execute the same command by typing cmd/c and then ping google.com, and once you are done, hit enter. So this will open the command prompt and carry out the instructions and close the window. But if you like to keep the window open, then you can replace /c with /k, k for keep. Now the beauty of this trick is that run box stores the history. So next time you want to carry out the same command, simply open the run box and use the up and down arrow key. Also, you can use it to automate other stuff. For instance, I open multiple programs directly from my run box. Although I can also use a batch file to do this, but I don't want any file on my desktop, so I can simply use the run box instead. Overall, this can comes really handy if you know how to use it right. Number 2. Scheduler shutdown. Now I'm pretty sure you already know about this, but still it's so useful that it's worth mentioning again. So let's say you're watching a movie or downloading a large file, but after some time you started feeling sleepy. Now what you want to do is scheduler shutdown. So how do you do it? Well, you can always use a software if you want, but there is a built-in option as well. So simply open your command prompt and type in shutdown-s-t followed by the time in seconds, and this will shut down your computer in 1 hour. But let's say later you decide to abort or cancel it, then simply type shutdown/a or -a. Now you can also use this command to schedule a restart by using different parameters. So how do I know which parameter should I use? Well, you can always type the command followed by the space and then type the keyword help, and this will list all the parameters, and it also works for all the commands as well. Overall, I use this shutdown command quite a lot when I upload videos at night and want to make sure my computer shutdowns after the work is done. And by the way, this command also works with Mac and Linux terminal. Number 3. Find out history of a command. When we are using a command prompt, we generally use the same commands with some modification. Like say, if I want to check my internet connection, then I will do ping google.com. But say I want to continuously monitor my internet traffic, so for that I can use the t parameter. But instead of typing the whole command once again, what I can do is use the up and down arrow key to see my previously used command and then add the time parameter. However, there are situations when up and down arrow keys became quite tedious, like if you have used too many commands. So for that, you can type DOS key /history and this will list all the command. But even with that, you will have to manually copy them in order to use it. So instead, what I like to do is press F7 key and then use my up and down arrow key to switch between the commands and then hit enter to execute them. So overall, if you want to switch between one or two commands, use the up and down arrow key. If you want to see the entire list, then use the DOS key history option. And if you want to execute the long history of commands, then use the F7 key. Number 4. How to open the CMD in full screen. So sometimes you want to use the command prompt in full screen, but from Windows Vista onwards, this cannot be done because of the display drivers. Now you can always turn off the display driver and then make the CMD window full screen, but there is a better way to do that. Open up CMD and type in WMIC, short for Windows Management Instruction Command Line, and then hit enter. Now if you press the resize button, you will get the full screen. But we don't have to use this command anymore, so let's close it by typing exit. And you can still resize the window the way you want. But of course, this full screen feature will only work for this current CMD session. Number 5. How to copy stuff on CMD. So unlike Mac and Linux terminal, command prompt don't have out-of-the-box support for copy and pasting. But this feature is quite important. For instance, say you want to copy commands from the web page to your command prompt, or sometimes you want to copy your command prompt's output into a text file. So how do we do that? Well, there are 3 ways to copy stuff. Number 1, you can enable the quick edit option, which is disabled by default. So to do that, right click on the CMD border and under the option, select quick edit. Now if you copy stuff from outside, then you can right click in the CMD window and it will get pasted. Similarly, to copy stuff from within, highlight the text using your mouse and then while holding your mouse, press Ctrl+C. It is important that you hold your mouse. Now the second way to copy text is by using the clip command. So let's say I want to copy the output of ipconfig. So for that, simply type in ipconfig and then pipe it with clip command. And this will copy the output in the clipboard without printing anything on the command prompt. Number 3rd, and probably the best method to copy the output in a text file. So let's say for instance, my friend asked me what movie do I have. Now instead of telling him the names manually, what I can do is go to the movies folder and then open the command prompt here and then type in dir, which is short for directory, and then greater than sign and then the name of the text file that you want to create. For instance, let's call it movies.txt, and this will save all the names of the movies in a text file called movies, which I can mail him easily. Now this is just a simple practical example, but the application is countless, especially when you want to save the logs of your commands. Overall, I use this less, but when I use it, it saves me a lot of time. Well, these were some of my time-saving tips and tricks for command prompt. If you would like to see full tutorial on ping command, ipconfig, or how to move around the CMD or terminal, then let me know in the comment section below. I really want to make those videos, but only if you want me to. So let me know in the comment section below. If I get more than 10 comments, then I will do it. So this is all for now. Like, comment and subscribe if you enjoy my videos. And like always, thanks for watching.